We're back again on South Beach, on Ocean Drive. I've been gone for a little while, but I'm back. We're here at the famous CBS and Colony Hotel on Ocean Drive. We're going to take a walk. I'll warn you now, this is going to be a long video. It is April 7th, about 6:30 at night. Early evening, the sun is just starting to go over the buildings, so we got shade on Ocean Drive. But yeah, I haven't been down here in a couple of months. So I'm gonna give you a good long video as my initiation, as long as I don't get run over here. Oh boy, look out. I'm gonna get run over by the bike people. Anyway, my plan, if I succeed, will be to walk all the way down to Lincoln Road from here, from 7th Street. We'll just see what's going on. They have gone through the good, the bad, and the ugly down here since I was down here in February. Spring break started, then the city shut it down. At least shut down Ocean Drive with the 8 p.m. curfew. Now they have lifted the curfew. Tomorrow is the first Thursday in several weeks that we're gonna not have an 8 p.m. curfew in the entertainment zone, or whatever it is they call the damn thing. You see the News Cafe still shut down. Lario's on the beach, never did reopen. Muscle Beach doesn't have much going on over there. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna walk down to see 6:30 on a Wednesday night, April 7th. What's going on Ocean Drive? We'll get over to Collins Avenue also. They've had some serious violence activity down here during the month of March. You know, the news media reports it as spring breakers out of control, but I don't know, maybe there were a few people from college down here, but I mean, best as I could tell from most of the videos on social media, it was adults. Adults trying to run out on their checks from these bars and starting fights, having guns, running their cars up and down the streets, causing wrecks. I mean, it was total mayhem down here for, I don't know, at least 2 weeks, and it was not college kids. I certainly know enough people that live down here full time that they could tell me what was going on. So Mango's had planned to open on March 1st. I remember, or at least in early March. They were working on it when I was down here in February, and I was talking to the guard, and they were gonna. Their plan was to open up in March, but then all the hell broke loose, and they decided nope. Especially with an 8 p.m. curfew. Now, that 8 p.m. curfew was just for a very small part of South Beach on Ocean Drive and Collins and Washington Avenue. The wider entire county of Miami-Dade is under a 12 a.m. curfew currently, but the mayor of Dade County has announced that curfew is going to end on 12 April. So I think the answer is that at least the government, politicians, have decided they're going to let it open. And they're going to control the violent part of it somehow. So they got a current debate about the 5 a.m. bar closure. Now that the 12 a.m. curfew is going to break, are they going to allow the bars to stay open until 5 a.m.? That is what Miami Beach is known for, is the 5 a.m. partying. But that apparently went to the voters several years ago, and the residents agreed. There you see, April 7th. It says it is 99 degrees. That's not true. It is about 74 degrees right now. But yeah, the voters, and I mean, I don't think the politicians can change what the voters voted on unless they let the residents vote again. But they voted that the 5 a.m. closure was okay, and that's what they wanted down here. So that's the political debate these days. There's the Art Deco Welcome Center here at 10th and Ocean. And the famous Clevelander. And the Clevelander, oh look at, they love the dogs here. Let's check out the dogs.
Is that the mom and the pop?
No, they're all girls, but the mom's not here.
Oh, they're too cute.
Wow. That's a whole family of cute dogs. So the Clevelander, which was Party Central for many years, they voluntarily closed down for 2 weeks in March, saying, we don't want to put our customers and our staff at safety risk because it's getting too fucking violent down here. So the Clevelander closed themselves down without the government telling them to do anything. So that tells you how bad it had gotten down here. And here to Social, this is where the Social here. Let's check out. Let's just check out. So this is where mayhem broke out twice, where they had. You can see the broken fencing here. Twice, two nights in a row. Significant, huge fights broke out in Social here, and the tables were thrown. Everything was total mayhem in there. People ran out on their checks. That's what it's all about. I mean, you get a table of 10 in there, you spend about, at these prices, you spend, $2,000 on drinks and dinner for 10, 15 people in there. You got a couple of tables, and somebody starts a fight, and everybody runs out, and nobody pays their tab. That's how it works. If you want to get a fancy meal, I wouldn't call it a fancy meal. Alright, here's the Loomis Park sign. Fully refreshed. The Palace getting ready for their drag show later on tonight. Drag shows start at 7 p.m. We all love sugar. Anyway, the police have had their hands full down here. But I mean, I'm back because I think the violence has calmed down. I usually stay out about 9th Street down here. Rent an apartment for a month or so is how I come down here. But I chose this time to stay out of what I call the crime zone, which is this particular area I'm walking through right now, because once the sun sets, it gets a little rough down here. So I'm staying up at Lincoln Road area this time around. We'll see if I enjoy it as much as I enjoy it. I've always enjoyed staying down on 9th Street because you're right in the middle of the action. Here's the Versace mansion. Go in there and have a fabulous 5-star meal at Gianni's.
You know the name of it?
Well, that's where Gianni Versace lived here at this mansion until he was killed here, and now they opened up a bed and breakfast and a fancy restaurant and everything. Yeah, he was killed right on them front doorsteps. Now, where was I? Oh, here's the Hotel Victor. I do want to stay here sometime because they got that nice pool up there that overlooks Ocean Drive, and it's high enough you can see the ocean over the berm there. The actual water is over the berm. I tell you, the place I'm staying at up there at Lincoln Road, they got some high-rise condos that are fucking nice. And the price wasn't so bad. I mean, it's certainly a lot cheaper to stay down at these eclectic Art Deco small hotels that are down here on the 7th Street, 8th Street, 9th Street, 10th Street area. Because they really haven't updated very much. But those high-rise condos are down on about Lincoln Avenue up Lincoln Road up to there. You can see the sun. We still got a good hour of sunlight left here. And I apologize for my camera shaking so much. Pink Taco. Pink Taco is a chain. It's in a couple of different big cities. I don't know which ones. I don't remember, but I remember looking it up. But Pink Taco is also, if you look it up in the Urban Dictionary, it means something completely different than eating a Mexican taco. Anyway, like I said, we're going to walk all the way down Ocean Drive, see what's going on. We've left what I call the rough area of 7th Street to 11th Street. Now we're in the little bit quieter area, which would be 12th Street up to where Ocean Drive ends at 15th Street. But I did notice that up there at Lincoln Road where it intersects with the beach, they had a large, what do you call it, a police pavilion. One of those mobile police pavilions that are up on stilts, checking out the whole crowd right at Lincoln Road and the beach walk. So they must have some. I'll find out tonight, I guess, and I'll find out this weekend. Must have some large crowds that gather there at this time of year as well. And yeah, my shaky camera is because I'm walking. I'm gonna try to get on a gimbal tomorrow and get the rental bike going. Maybe I'll give you some better videos if my health holds out. I don't know the story about the Cordoza, the recent story, meaning why it's closed, or if it's closed forever, or if it's just closed for now. I warned you, it's gonna be a long video. All right, here we got the police four-wheelers all lined up here. I think they're in there, must be having dinner or something. That's how the boys get around the beach and the park area. And then when they need to be out here on the streets chasing people down when it's too crowded out here, then that's how they do it. Finnegan's Way. We got a good crowd in there. And there's the 14th Street bathrooms, baños. Let's just read the sign here. I've already seen it and read it, but let's watch what, just to make sure everybody knows here. Okay, please vacation responsibly. Don't drink alcohol in public. Don't drive a scooter. Don't do none of this fucking weird shit, because it is all arrestable. Winter Haven. I think I saw somewhere that Winter Haven is a Marriott property. Is that do I have that right? I don't know. Yeah, because the Hiltons, the Marriotts, the Hyatts of the world, they have bought up some of these Art Deco gems down here, and trying to get into the boutique hotel market. Uh-oh, here we got one getting a little ill over here. That happens all the time, though. A little spring breaker action, maybe getting a little too much. We won't put her on camera. She had a little too much to drink today. Penguin Hotel. I don't know anything about the Penguin Hotel. We've all been there, right? Too much to drink. Driving the porcelain god. All right, so now we are coming to the end of the boutique hotel, Ocean Drive. Oh, I won't get run over by these bicycles now. Let's just stand here and let them go through. So yeah, there's no high rises between 5th Street and 15th Street. This begins the high rises area at 15th Street, and of course south of 5th they've got high rises. So they're trying to maintain the low rise, 3-4 story maximum on these in the 5 to 15th Street Art Deco Cultural District is what they're calling it now. The ADCD. There's the Betsy Ross. That is arguably the most famous hotel down here. The Betsy, from an Art Deco perspective. All right, what are we gonna do here? We're gonna slip out to, let's slip out to Collins. Well, no, let's go on down and finish our Ocean Drive, this little tiny Ocean Drive part here. So the high rises, of course, are where you have more residents than tourists. Those high rises tend to be condominiums where you got a lot of residents that live full time down here. And between 5 and 15, there's a lot of residents, but not right on Ocean Drive, Collins, and Washington. The residents are more over on the side streets over at Meridian and Euclid and Pennsylvania and Lenox. And there's a few of them, Michigan, a few I didn't throw in there. I can't remember them all. But that would be considered the low rent district down there. They're all, 2-3 story apartment buildings, kind of low end rent. Then you get into these high rises up here, come north of 15th Street. And
restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm an ocean.
And we got the sun in our eyes. Oh, we're gonna cross while the crossing's good. No parking till the 12th. Wonder what happens on the 12th. I think that's the end of the crime spree. I mean, the end of spring break. And if you look at, all you gotta do is look at hotel prices down here to know when there's the busy season down here. So, November, December, January, prices are high, but not extremely high. And then come the end of February, March, way high. Kind of catering to the spring break type-ish crowd. February, March, and April. That's the high. And then, hey, if you want to come to Miami Beach during July and August, that is the dirt cheap time to come. Dirt cheap time to come, but it's also 90 down here. 90 degrees and 90% humidity. So you walk along Collins Avenue here, and you got the high-rise, expensive places on the right, and you got still got some boutique, low rent hotels on the eastern side. So, and I say that, the high-rise condos are local residents, but of course they got these high-rise hotels as well, like the Royal Palm here. They're catering to a high-end client. I arrived today, 7 March, so it's difficult for me to give you any input as to exactly how the weather's been, but there's an awful lot of sunburned people I'm seeing as I'm walking through here. Awful lot. There's a Hyatt. See the Hyatt Centric there. So yeah, if you're a Hyatt, Marriott, Hilton person, you can find a place down here. Most of them are very high end. Here's the Lowe's. Wait. You got about if you got Wednesday night, you got pay about $300 a night for a hotel room at the Lowe's. On a busy weekend, you got to pay $600 a night for a room at the Lowe's. Royal Palm's quite a bit less than that, but I mean the prices. You can go up to Mid Beach and stay at the Fontainebleau and pay enormous amounts of money. But that's all the way up in Mid Beach, and you miss all the vibe of South Beach then. Well, the next street we're going to encounter is in fact Lincoln Road. So Lincoln Road's another sort of vibrant area, as Ocean Drive is, in that it's very unique, and they've got a pedestrian. Most of Lincoln Road is closed off to foot traffic. sorry, to vehicle traffic is closed off, and it's a pedestrian mall. But it's more shopping. A few restaurants, not many real bars, but they got a lot of shopping, and it's pretty nice. I don't spend a lot of time, haven't spent a lot of time there in the past. Another high rise here. Haven't spent a lot of time, but I will this trip, so you're gonna see it there. I Love Liquor Store with the policeman standing out front. Best place to buy liquor, cheapest place to buy liquor in South Beach is Total Wine and More, located at 5th and Alton, or 6th and Lenox, depending on how you're counting. I Love Liquor is a very popular place to go buy liquor, but it is one of the highest cost places to buy liquor. All right, we're going to cross. Uh-oh, are we going to get hit? No. We're going to get crossed. And there's the Ritz-Carlton. The Ritz-Carlton has recently been renovated. And it's just really just reopening. There's another $400 a night on a Wednesday night. You want to spend Wednesday night, you're looking for someplace to stay? There you go, Ritz-Carlton, $400 a night. Let's take a quick walk down Lincoln Road since we're still feeling good here. Oh, here's all the places on Lincoln Road. Yeah, this is all the shopping. You got, oh, you're not going to be able to see that because of the glare, but yeah. Shows you all the shopping. So they got everything from Zara to Ross to high-end boutique shops. Let's just walk down. Till we get to the pedestrian area, then I'm gonna shut it off. Because I'm in my neck of the woods. Oh, and there is the, how do you pronounce it? Albion Hotel. The Albion Hotel unfortunately became famous 2 weeks ago, because that was where part of the mayhem ended up. Two guys took a drunk young woman back to her hotel. Apparently, from the police reports, had sex with her and she was knocked out. She didn't have any idea, and she ended up dead. And they went out and partied. They found him the next day and arrested him. And I haven't heard the rest of the story, but we have a young woman from somewhere in the Northeast. And I apologize, I don't remember her name, because that's the most important part, is remembering the name of the people that... But yeah, it's a very sad situation. But if you Google Albion Hotel and dead woman at Albion Hotel, you will find the story of that laid out in somewhat graphic details. All right. Rainbow. Oh, and tonight is also where they have the movie showing over at the Soundscape Park. I don't know if you can see between those buildings. There's a big park over there, and they got a big white wall building where they show outdoor film on the big white screen. Everybody brings their lawn chairs, sits out in the evening, and watches a movie for free. All right, anyway, there's where the Lincoln Road Mall begins, here at Lincoln Road and Washington Avenue. We're gonna do more videos. I'm gonna try to put a video up every day for the next 30 days. You're gonna get to see what South Beach is doing. So follow, click, follow, like. See you tomorrow.